Hi, I'm Matt Metzler. I'm introducing Brady to a little bit of March Madness because it is March Madness month with the NCAA men's tournament, which is back after a year off. And I'm showing Brady arguably the greatest upset in the first round in NCAA history, which featured the UMBC Retrievers defeating the Virginia Cavaliers, the 16 versus 1 seed. Hope you enjoy. Alright, Brady, so this is how it works. So I believe if I remember correctly, this is day 2 of the first round of the tournament. You got the 1 seed Virginia Cavaliers taking on the 16 seed University of Maryland Baltimore County Retrievers.
Okay.
Going into this game, the 16 seed, which is what UMBC is 0-135. So they have never beaten a 1 seed in the first round.
Which color uniform is that? Just so that it's easier.
So yes, so UMBC is in the gold,
Okay.
and Virginia is in the white.
Okay.
Virginia is actually, they're the number 1 seed, but they're also technically the number 1 overall seed because they came into the tournament as the top team in the nation.
Okay. I'll be honest, I retained a third of that, but we're gonna keep it going. What is that mascot?
So for UMBC, they're the Retrievers.
Oh.
And so actually, the coach of UMBC, Ryan Odom, his dad was an assistant coach for Virginia back in the 80s when they made a couple Final Four runs.
Okay.
So Virginia has never won a national championship at this point. They've been to the Final Four, which means they were the last 4 teams, but they never won a championship. They've had some good players go through the program. Their head coach is Tony Bennett, not the singer Tony Bennett.
I was gonna say. You gonna sing a little cheek to cheek? Oh, that's Tony Bennett?
Mm-hmm.
Sing me a song, Tony.
And Virginia, I think they won the ACC tournament that year. So each conference has a conference tournament, and for like the bigger conferences, they'll have multiple teams go. So like for like UMBC being in the American East, usually 1 team will go, and that's usually the conference tournament champion.
Okay.
Each tournament, the winner of the tournament is an automatic qualifier.
Okay.
And then the rest are at-large bids.
It's like the drive-offs in NASCAR. Got it.
Sort of. No. Apparently not. I think that's it from this team.
Boom. Nope. Sucks for you, Pat. I wish I could jump that high. That'd be cool.
In some states, some high school leagues, they'll play quarters. My high school, they played halves. Just like for men's basketball in college, it's 2 20-minute halves.
Yeah.
In women's, it's 4 10-minute quarters. Why the difference? I don't know. I've never understood why they did it. And actually, the 3-point line for women's is actually closer than the men's.
Sexist. Oh. Oh.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great to have college fans there. It's a lot of excitement, especially. I think when Florida Gulf Coast made the run, they had one of their band guys just going absolutely nuts, dancing in the crowd, and it was hilarious.
When they do free throws, they should do what Will Ferrell did in semi-pro, and he and then kisses the ball.
There is actually back in the 50s and 60s, granny style was very big in like free throw style, like.
Oh.
There's a lot of scrambling.
Ew. Nope. You suck. Although, I hate buzzers in basketball. Jesus Christ. Shut up and play the game. God.
Oh, you would have hated a couple of weeks ago. It was during the Big Ten tournament, or maybe it was regular season, but It took them 19 minutes to play the final minute
That.
because of reviews.
No, thank you.
Yes, we're like,
You.
Clemson's losing.
Alright, that's a little too close, guys.
Well, you always gotta get a coach's reaction. Unfortunately, with college, when there's upsets like this, you gotta get, a reaction.
Oh, good for you. You only have 7. If I were a cheerleader, I'd be terrified that the ball would just smack me in the face.
Well, how about players crashing into you?
If they're hot, I'd be like, okay.
So where the Gophers play at, it's called Williams Arena is called the Barn. It's actually got an elevated floor, so you could fall off the court, and it's happened several times. Like players will slide.
I thought that was a good idea.
And then
It actually looks kind of cool.
I don't care.
and then
You know what doesn't look cool? 3 players with 3 broken ankles at the same time.
and that's how their wheelchair basketball career starts.
What do you think of the game so far, Brady?
I mean, it's basketball.
It's not really exciting. I mean, it was a very low scoring first half. Like there wasn't that much excitement.
Yeah. Well, and I think if I knew the history, you explained a little bit of it, but I think if I was a little bit more invested, it would make more sense. Also, I think the name Retriever is just a bad name.
Well, the thing is it's unfortunate that there's so many like Bulldogs. They gotta think of something different. But
Good for
have
you.
fun editing this.
He's so skinny.
Well, basketball you do want to be strong, but you also.
I'm worried for him because he's gaunt.
Yeah, you can tell Coach Bennett's not thrilled with his team right now because he knows that they're in a little bit of trouble.
He's gonna sing an angry jazz song about it.
March Madness the musical.
Right?
Written by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, I was gonna say he just comes out. He's like, hey
I'm
guys,
not throwing away my
Yeah.
shot.
hey guys,
Oh, that
remember
works way too well.
Hamilton?
So, Braden, have you ever filled out a bracket before?
What?
Okay, so the whole point of this is like what people do is they'll fill out brackets because they pick each team.
Okay.
So and you do it for like fun, you do it in like contests for money and stuff
I've
like
done
that.
it for Marvel movies, but not for sports.
Sure, but typically, they do it for like hockey. They'll do it for like NCAA hockey. They'll do it for women's basketball. But the big one is obviously March Madness. And there was a time where Warren Buffett was offering, I think it was either $1 million or $1 million for a perfect bracket. And nobody could ever claim it because it's so hard to do a perfect bracket. Because you have to get every game right. You don't have to get the score right. You just have to get every game right.
Is Warren Buffett related to Jimmy Buffett?
No.
I like that this coach is keeping his composure. He's not a madman on the sidelines, just yelling at people.
Oh yeah, I mean, for college, you see a lot of coaches that do stay calm. NBA, they'll get upset, but for a lot of times too, it's they'll get upset. Like coaches will like argue with referees just to get their players going, so the coaches will get technicals.
He's staring right at the camera. What do I do?
And some coaches might deny saying that, oh, I don't know where the camera's at. They know where they're at.
Yeah.
They know that they're on camera.
He looked like, help me. Help me.
So, if you look at the top left, it's TCU. They're the Horned Frogs. And Syracuse, the SYR team, they're called the Orange. The Syracuse Orange.
That's a color.
But that is their team name.
But does the giant orange just come out and be like, yeah?
Their mascot is pretty much an orange.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Cool, I guess. Not really.
Florida State's obviously Seminoles, Mizzou Tigers.
Obviously, I knew that, yeah. What? you and the family. You. You.
Oh, that was a nice
F you. He literally said F you and your family.
Sure. I have no idea what he was looking on there.
Ew. Please don't. I'm uncomfortable. Please stop. Those cheerleading uniforms on the left are atrocious.
Oh, there are some people that just watch sports for the fashion aspect of it. I mean, there was a SNL sketch where Amy Poehler was going against
I
Peyton
was
Manning.
wondering how long it would take you to mention that.
And that's arguably one of my favorite SNL sketches of all time. And she literally chose teams because of their jersey color, and that's what people do, and they will win their like bracket leagues or bracket pools.
That's very me energy. I said, did I not say when this started that I picked gold because I like their colors? I'm gonna say that gold will win just because I like their colors better. I said that.
You can't do that.
You can't. What?
No, it's a foul. It's a foul. It's
Don't grab his diaper.
not a diaper.
It looks like they're wearing a diaper.
So
don't
yeah, you
cry.
can tell people are getting upset. Like they're realizing we became the first 1 seed to
Aw.
lose, and that's.
I mean, maybe if you played better.
I mean,
Start throwing some elbows. Let's go.
nah, you don't want to be that classless. It has happened by professionals, but yeah, you don't want to do that. That's why you lay it up. You don't throw it down. It's a little bit of sportsmanship, but
Now, we're getting to the bloodbath in this part. Let's see some fighting. I want to see some biting. I want to see some kicking.
they're just gonna hold it till shot clock runs out because they don't really need to score.
And just like that, your dreams die. I bet those...
And brackets were busted after that because there was a lot of people. On my brackets, I picked Virginia to win it all. Yes. So, Braden, what'd you think of this?
Cool.
It's just something different. Like this is what March Madness is all about. You never know what can happen.
Yeah, well, what's interesting to me is, like, this is history, and I guess, and I wasn't aware of it until now, but this is, like, really important to people, and it's...
Well, for these guys, this would be probably the biggest accomplishment in their sports lives, All right, that was a little look into what March Madness is like, especially in a year where we finally get college basketball back, and thanks for watching.